Hello, how are you? It's been some time since I've been on this machine. Last time I was on here, I spoke about 4Q Exodus, part of the Dead Sea Scrolls from Qumran. But about 4 or 5 videos ago, I spoke to you about the column found at the temple in Solab in Upper Egypt, and how that there it mentioned the Shasu of Yahweh, the nomads of Yahweh, obviously referring to the sons of Israel, who were at that time, and this is around the 1400s, considered to be nomads, known by the name of their god Yahweh. This is around the time Joshua is entering the promised land with the sons of Israel. But it's not until around the 1300s BC where it seems on a pedestal called by us the Berlin pedestal. We don't know what the Egyptians called it, because it has no provenance. But on a pedestal, there's a carving that seems to refer to Israel by name, except it's spelled in hieroglyphs, Ishrael, not Israel. And it's damaged, and there is some debate on what it actually means to say. But it's found in a list of other nations, for instance, Ashkelon and Canaan. And this seems to be a topographic list that the Egyptians used to talk about their exploits, who they conquered, and what they did to them. But around 1207, we find in the temple in Thebes a stele that was ordered by Ptah, and this is it, where we very clearly have Israel spelled out at the bottom of the stele, somewhere down here. This thing stands about 10 foot high, and it's carved on the backside of a stele that was originally used by Amenhotep III, the pharaoh who ordered the carving on the column at the Solab temple. So this is a reuse of a stele. It's the what we would in manuscript studies call the verso of the stele, and it's therefore very rough. It was not smooth out. They just turned it around and carved the exploits of Ptah on the backside. So it's very hard to see. I have a clearer rendition. Let me get my pointer. You see up here in the upper register the gods giving Ptah different items. But way down at the bottom, way down at the bottom in the yellow, we have Israel is laid waste. This is in a mirror form. Israel is laid waste. No longer is her seed, his seed. Masculine marker there. And so around 1207, Israel is being called by name Israel, and is clearly spelled out in the Ptah stele. This is around the time of the judges, of course, And I have a close-up of part of that section to show you the carving on the very rough surface of the Menemta stele. And you can see in the photo how rough the surface is. This un here just sets up the sentence for the subject, and here in red is the name Israel. Israel. The Egyptians apparently pronounce their L's and their R's quite alike. Ul. So they have a glyph for R here where we would have an L. Israel. But the interesting thing about this carving is that the determinative at the end of the word shows them to be a people without a city-state and its accompanying villages, because it just shows people in plural with the throw stick, but no mountain range to show that they are a people, an urban people, a people with a city. But even more importantly is this word right here, feket, with the determinative, feket. It's telling us that Israel is wasted, devoured, wasted. It's no longer. From the Egyptian point of view, from Menemta's point of view, and he was an old man at this time by ancient standards, he was in his 60s. I guess he wanted to believe that Israel was gone. But we know that Israel was meant to last a lot longer than Menemta cared for it to, because not only would they become a king over a kingdom, David, but there would be a son of David who would bring salvation to not only Israel, but to the world. And so whatever else was going through Menemta's head, we know that the Bible says that Israel is his people, or his Messiah to rule over, and for his salvation to be experienced through. As we are grafted in to these sons of Israel and the daughters of Israel through the work of the Son of David. So in 1207, some people believed that Israel was gone, not even having a city-state, was wasted, finished. But the Lord said otherwise. The scriptures say otherwise. And so we can once again trust the written word of the Lord as opposed to the written word of Menemta. He was wrong and the Bible is right. Thank you for listening and have a good afternoon. And God bless you and keep you in the word that is true forever, well past whatever Menemta and the ancient Egyptians believed. we believe otherwise, and something better and something eternal. God bless.